homie and his homie. I be through this by my lonely. Take a perk and go berserk. I gotta take my tutu first. And niggas play down in the field. Now this shit, yeah, I can't be real. They doing, yeah, all this talking, but never carry a steel. That nigga side of cock, cause he thinking that they out. That nigga really stupid, where his brain at in the street. That cannot happen to me. I can go down like your homie. Yeah. Fuck that nigga and his homie. It's that 1800 shit. This that never liking bitch. If my niggas got a pull, you know it come with the shoes and number. If it come with that, you know it's banana clips. You know we ain't just for none. We feel make your faces split. Still I laughing nigga, and I ain't laughing nigga. Hey he a fold nigga. This nigga pose nigga. You best not fold nigga. That's on your ass nigga. If it's a gold nigga, we pulling trigger niggas. Pop me a pill and I'm kicking. I'm gonna be a point home, I'm sinking. I'm an old babe, I ain't sinking. Think I think too much, got me leaning. Hey, she got me. I'm on a line, don't think I'm asleep. Yo, bitch, you trippin', she got me. I'm on a line, don't think I'm asleep. Yeah. Fuck your homie and his homie. I be through this by my lonely. Take a perk and go berserk. I gotta take my tutu first. And niggas play down in the field. Now this shit, yeah, I can't be real. They doing, yeah, all this talking, but never carry a steel. That nigga side of cock, cause he thinking that they out. That nigga really stupid, where his brain at in the street. That cannot happen to me. I can go down like your homie. Yeah, fuck that nigga and his homie.
Hey y'all, it's J13K White 3X, aka White. From my brother out the county. Hashtag free D-Lo, hashtag 017 D-Lo on YouTube. Go check him out. Go get it how you want to get it. And yeah, man, hope y'all like the intro. I know it's kind of long, but fuck, I had fun making it. But the rest of the video is going to be focused on the counts and bishops, the history surrounding them. The footage y'all watching right now is just me walking around the hood. I know y'all like that shit, so I'm giving y'all what y'all want. Alright, let's get started where it started. The Latin Counts is a Latino street gang belonging to the People Nation Alliance. They occupied Chicago and Detroit and were founded in 1955, which was 67 years ago. The Counts got their name after a Polish gang called the Polish Counts. Some of their territories include McKinley Park, South Daring, Pilsen, and Lincoln Park. The Counts are the second oldest Spanish gang in Chicago. They distinguish themselves using red and black. Their signs consist of Count Dracula, a knight's helmet, and a cross with 5 slashes above it. The gang has gone through a few name changes since it was founded. They called themselves the Texans for the first 2 years, and then switched to Sons of Mexico City to better highlight their heritage. Another 2 years later, in 1959, they settled on the Latin Counts. Entering the 60s, the Counts started getting into conflicts with the surrounding gangs, the Latin Kings, Ambrose, and Satan Disciples. In 1970, a faction broke off from the Counts to become the Bishops. This became the Latin Counts and Bishops Alliance. For a while, these two gangs stayed as allies because of bloodline. This loyalty would fall apart in the 90s. In 1978, the Counts were invited to the People Nation Alliance to combat the Folk Alliance. For those who don't know, the Folk Alliance was created in 1978 when several disciple gangs came to an agreement forming a new alliance called the Folk Nation. This let gangs lend aid to any struggling gangs with protection or business. The People Nation Alliance was made to combat the Folks. The alliance also made it so that in prison a folk couldn't beef with a folk or people with people in the alliance, but in the streets anything goes. It's just to have some type of system in prison where things tend to get more hectic. In the 80s, the Counts started to expand their operations of racketeering to South Chicago, Cecil, and South Detroit. In 1991, there was a full-scale shooting war over turf that pitted the Counts and Latin Kings against each other all over Chicago. Moving on to the Bishops. The Bishops are a Latino street gang that was founded in 1970 by Bobby G. Some other original members were Lil Mike, Bobby Bo, Bobby Bear, and Blackie. They formed their gang on 18th and Bishops. On Bishop, their signs were the Bishop's hat, the Bishop's head, and a cross, and their colors were I think it was copper and black. The Bishops had a very close alliance with the Latin Counts because they are actually a faction that broke off from the Latin Counts. The Bishops are also in the People Nation Alliance because of their close ties with the Latin Counts. At the starts, the Bishops were going crazy, controlling most of 18 up to Wood, Paulina, Ashland Avenue, California, Halsted, and Wolcott. In their 70s, that like almost formed like a square of land, you know, almost controlling like the whole Harrison Park almost. In the 80s, the bishops were still trying to expand this territory, so they spread to 53rd and Winchester. Around this time, the bishops started moving in. In the early 80s, the bishops were still trying to expand this territory, so they spread to 53rd and Winchester. Around this time, while the bishops were moving in, other Mexican families were migrating into the area, making the bishops seem smaller in comparison. And when the bishops arrived over there, they had no allies to battle the folk gangs with. So so they were vulnerable and forced to fight alongside with the saints and Latin kings to protect their own. One of the bishop's leaders got shot in the head with a shotgun. A very violent way to go out. In the 80s, war started between the bishops and Racine boys after an altercation at a party caused a brawl to break out. This violence resulted in one of the Racine boys shooting and paralyzing a bishop. The bishops later got revenge by killing one of the Racine boys. The counts also got involved, aiding the bishops in the fight. Because of their rivalry with the bishops and the counts, the Racine boys joined the Folk Nation Alliance. In the 70s and 80s, the bishops were still expanding, spreading to the lower west side as far as 16th and 21st Street. This put their territory merely one block away from the Tutu boys and the Two Ones. This, of course, increased tension and sparked more wars. The bishops allied with the Cullerton Deuces and the artistic Kents in the area. The bishops would then spread to Bridgeport hoods at 37th and 37th and Wallace. In 1992, the war between bishops and Latin kings was settled when a king member of the bishops made a truce with the Latin kings behind bars. This caused tension with the Count Bishop alliance because this truce made the bishops allies with one of their biggest ops. By 1995, the Count Bishop Nation alliance was extinct. This didn't mean war by any means, but it just meant they didn't have each other's back like that no more. So when shit popped off at a party because of an argument, the bishops wouldn't cool about it. So later that night, a bishop pulled down to one of the count's houses, and started yelling and harassing at him, yelling hurtful things about the counts. Then the bishop shot into the count's home, striking the count's girlfriend in the chest, killing her instantly. Later on, the count retaliated by killing a bishop called Chuco. This hatred for each other is still felt to this day. All the wars the bishops fought hurt their own businesses, forcing them to close operations in back of the yards, Gage Park, and Berwyn. Something important to mention about the relationship between these two gangs is why they started, of course. The Counts was always like a racketeering gang, just trying to make money, you know. But the reason Bobby G started the Bishops was to be known for something. Him and his homies just wanted to be popular. So they started off as a party crew who threw the best parties. It's crazy that after so much time in the streets that they end up killing each other after being so close. So yeah, that's their history. It's actually pretty interesting how it all came to be, concerning the gang's humble beginnings to just make money and then becoming something more than the people who started it could have ever imagined, right? Their choices and lifestyle has caused destruction and hatred of other gangs, but within their gangs, everyone is viewed like a brother. To them, it's more than just a gang; it's a brotherhood. Does the sense of brotherhood excuse the violence? It really doesn't, not by any means. But it's interesting to see how much these people cared for each other, risking jail time and even death to protect one another. It's very unfortunate because these are good people in desperate situations, doing what they believe they need to do in order to simply survive. Everyone gets dealt a hand of cards, but not every hand is a winner. Some have to lose, and it's those who lose who get looked at like monsters and selfish killers. These men are either dead or behind bars, so they can't give their side of the story. Street gangs have been a part of Chicago for a long time, and I don't think that's going to change, especially the way the media shows off gangs, making them seem like they're cool and it's like some type of fun lifestyle to have. Some people on the internet find it so amusing they try to imitate it. Like with that one case where that white kid killed a cheerleader and then started posting shit like where blank at and smoking on blank. Like y'all lame as hell for that. Killing innocent people don't make you gangster, they make you fucking goofy. They clearly don't really know what it means to be in a gang. Some people join gangs for the wrong reasons. Like for the easy sex, them bobbies be giving out pussy, bro, to everyone. Lord hopes y'all be wearing a fucking condom. Y'all gonna catch something on my life. And don't let me get started on the pedal shit, G. That shit goes crazy, bro. Like them bobbies be like 25, 22, 23, giving head to minors, bro. Or they are minors, It's fucking sick, honestly. Anyways, what people won't tell you too is that A lot of people join gangs because they're scared, you know. They want protection. And being in a gang with people you trust, people you see as a second family, feel safe. These people don't see how much their gang relationship affect their real families at home. There's destruction and danger. Everyone is scared to open up to the police at their front door, fearing that the cops are there to let them know that their son or brother is dead. It's very scary knowing shit like that can happen at any time, any day. Take it from me. I would always worry when my brother wouldn't come home. I had sleepless nights wondering if he was okay, calling him, but sometimes he wouldn't answer. You know, it was just crazy. To now hoping that my brother comes out and beats his case. It's a hard life we live, but we're just doing the best to stay in the game type shit with the games we're dealt. All I know is that my card's gonna win, bro. I ain't gonna lose for shit. And yeah, man, that was their history. Hope y'all liked the video. It's J13KY3X aka White. Free my brother out the county. It's hashtag free Dilo, hashtag 017 Dilo on YouTube. Go check him out and go get it how you want. Go get it. Alright, man. Peace out. Hey, y'all, I'm recording this after the fact, so sorry that this video took longer than expected to make. You know, I was with writing the script and getting it rechecked. Having to edit the video to the way I liked it. You know, it took me a while, and I'm sorry that it dragged so long. It should have honestly only taken me like maybe 4 days if I was on my ship, but I got sick, depressed. You know how I go, bro. I was like, I got stuck in the loop, but now I'm out the loop and I'm back on my shit. So y'all don't gotta worry about that. Well, not too often, you know. Shit, it happens to the best of us, man. But I'm still here grinding for y'all. Yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. You know, it took me a while to make. Let me know if y'all want more content like this, you know, a little bit more like history type shit. I really did enjoy making this video, so I hope y'all did enjoy it. And yeah, man, peace out. Stay safe out there and do what you like. Peace out.